Now, this might lead you to start panicking and might lead you to think like, well, what do you mean what's the point of this? There's no point to this, or this doesn't make any sense, or how more simply can I say this, or I don't know how to say this more simply. Like, what am I gonna do? Hi everyone, I hope you had a good weekend and I hope that you are ready to get some writing done. Now this week we are going to work on beginning projects early with informal outlines. This is going to be a two-part process. It's going to involve us doing some exercises this week and then carrying that over into the next week, and it'll make more sense next week. So the main focus is practicing outlining as a tool to organize and clarify ideas, and then use that to stimulate thought about what needs adding or subtracting. So one thing that really effective writers do is that they learn how to use outlines as tools. They have them to organize thoughts, but also to begin things early. You might have an idea that you really like, and you might not know exactly, everything that's going to go into that idea. But if you can get into the practice of having these small outlines that then grow out into bigger and bigger things, you'll see that your writing and your projects will grow and expand and develop much faster than like if you feel like you have to have the idea right in that moment, or that you can only work on it when you have inspiration. So to do this, I want you to take an idea that you've been working on, hopefully with daily writing, or specifically for class. Or if you don't have an idea, then give yourself a few minutes to think about what it is that you want to write about. Maybe it's for a project later this semester, or maybe it's on a current project. Just get yourself an idea that you're working on now. Okay? Then take a deep breath as usual. Always helps to calm the mind and reset. Take more if you need them. I oftentimes will need more. I'll do a short meditation before I start writing, just because it helps calm down my mind and puts me in the right frame of thought to get things done. Now, after you've done that, calmly ask and re-ask yourself, what is the point of this thing that I have here, this project, this idea? Answer that. If you don't have an answer, try and figure out, like, what is the main thing that I'm trying to get across here? What is the main thing I'm trying to argue? Why am I doing this? And then ask yourself, how could I portray this most simply? So you might have an idea that might make sense to you in that moment, but then you realize, oh, I need to be able to say this a lot more simply to people. If you're practicing this, you start learning how to clarify your thoughts and your ideas. You also are paving the road towards a much clearer project that's going to get developed. I've seen it many, many times that students will have a project that they love, that they find really inspiring, but at some point they lose what the point is of it. Also, it makes no sense to anyone else. So this is why I'm asking you to do this. Now, this might lead you to start panicking and might lead you to think like, well, what do you mean what's the point of this? There's no point to this, or this doesn't make any sense, or how more simply can I say this, or I don't know how to say this more simply. Like, what am I gonna do? Well, that's okay. Just pause, breathe, take deep breaths, focus on calming the mind down, get your breathing going, and then get back to it. So again, pause, breathe, calm down, and then ask yourselves the questions again. Every day that you're practicing this week, you should be able to add a little bit more, and so this is going to start developing into an outline. If it's super rough at the end of the week, that's okay. If it's really, really well developed, that's fine too. Either way, that's what we're practicing. It's going to lead into the next week's daily writing practice. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm excited to see you. And I'll see you in class.